Hello, I'm John from Mac, and today we're going to do some out-of-kit special effects, some bruises, some cuts. Fasten your seatbelt, it's going to be a bumpy ride. First up, Lipmix, one of my favorite pro products. We're going to use the Burgundy, and we're going to use a spoolie to create a scrape. So I just lay a little bit out onto my hand, and I grab it with the spoolie, and then you just want to hit the skin with it to create a scrape. You always want to follow the same direction with a scrape. It's like thinking about someone hitting a wall or scraping their face. So we're going to go across the brow bone in this case, really quickly, and then just on the end of the nose to be kind of random. So don't overwork it. Next up, let's do a bruise. So let's say he got punched on this side, and then he hit a wall on the other side, which is how he got the scrape. So let's first start out, this is what I usually do. I'll take my Burgundy Lipmix again, and you always want to try and create the point of impact when you're creating a bruise. You want to leave an imprint, so to speak. So if it was with a fist, you would want to figure out where the fist is hit so that you can leave that impression on the skin. Okay, so just with a soft brush, like a 224, grab a little bit of that Lipmix. Let's just get my knuckle sandwich loaded up with product there. It's going to leave behind a proper area of impact. So we're going to really just kind of lay this onto the area where it would hit. So just right there and let it kind of rock a little bit. That'll give you a good starting point to know where the bruise should land. That's where he got punched. So taking that, we're going to feather that out a little bit. So this would be like it just happened. But if a couple of days have passed, you might want to add some yellow to it. So we're going to do that right now. So we're just going to lay a little bit of that down, lay a little bit of the yellow, squeeze out there, okay? And then with a dual fiber brush, I'm just going to create a soft, not too green, because you don't want it to look like the Wicked Witch of the West. You want to work around the perimeter of the bruise to add a little bit of yellow. It's where the blood has sort of spewed out a little bit and dried. I'm going to go back with the Burgundy because I feel like this punch needs a little bit more. So let's amp it up through here and just around the perimeter. So if I wanted to add a little bit of blood, I might use something like the RetroMatte liquid lip color. This feels so grand. The thing that's cool about these is they're pretty indelible, so they'll stay where you need them to stay. So a little bit of that can give me a nice, fresh, bloody look. I might take my spoolie again and dip into that with some of the Burgundy. And then maybe let's get the nose where there's a little bit of blood still coming out. It's called a shiner for a reason, and we're going to use Shine mixing medium to create some shine around the skin. So the reason why the skin gets shiny is because an edema is fluid that's collecting under the skin, so it starts to seep through the top layer of the skin, which is really nasty and fun. So I'm going to use a finger and a little Shine mixing medium. I'm going to throw that right on just to pump up my look of fluid that's suspended under the skin there. Well, you know the rules of Fight Club. I think we did pretty good with 6 basic business products. I'd say it's a knockout. Get it? See what I did there?